Test. There. Ugh. I was just saying, happy Monday, everybody. It has been quite an adventure already. Ugh. And I'll just mute my mic when my boss calls back because I'm trying to give her a rundown of what happened on Friday. And ugh. And so like I'm trying to give the new person benefit of the doubt. Ultimately, I'm going to tell my boss, let's give him a chance on his own tonight. We'll see how it goes. Because I know I get nervous when people are watching me, and I don't do as well as I generally do. That's why when I'm shadowing someone, I watch them, but I make it look like I'm not actually watching them. That kind of thing. But we are gonna finish this column today, and we might finish the black today, and I might make that my goal because I I have all kinds of wild and crazy to do, and is all I got. My hair gets tangled when I look at it funny, so I keep it back. Oh, and I totally get that. Like I don't hang over people when I am shadowing them. I try my hardest to just kind of lean back, and I'm available for questions, but I'm not going to be like the second you make a mistake. Now, what I do is when the person is turned around, they have all their meds, and they're getting ready to walk into someone's room, and they've left everything open, I go, hey, you need to lock everything up. Like, I'd be like, just remember, lock everything up. And towards the end of the training, I just kind of look at them and just be like, we've been doing this for 2 weeks now, and it's still unlocked all over the place. So, my stuff has decided to sink. There we go. Kelpie's here, so I'm not alone. So I'm kind of like I have almost all 4 of the Fey Dragon series. I have almost all 4 of the wing set out and ready for sale, because the first one I made sold almost immediately. So that was pretty cool. So I'm making another one of that wing set. Actually, similar color too, but so that'll be going on the Fey Dragons will be going on the website shortly. I just need to get through this craft fair first. That's all I got. I have been all over the place. And 4 left. And I will have to mute and step away, and I don't know when, but I am trying to have a conversation with my boss about all of this. Oh. Nope, not someone I want to talk to. So, this morning, I woke up to find that one of the few politicians I still had a grain of respect for lost it. over here in the States, 7 of our senators went over and started to negotiate with the Republicans, which I'm not upset about. I want negotiation to happen. But the problem is there was no concessions. It was, okay, well, we're going to do this, and the deal was a maybe. It wasn't, oh, yes, we're totally going to do this. It was a maybe, if you sign this over, we'll think about it. And if you're good boys and girls, that's when we'll negotiate with you. It wasn't a for sure. It was a maybe. And I I wrote a letter to this particular representative, and yeah. And did they leave a voicemail? No, they did not. But so so it's still not great to be an American right now. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's I want it in writing. So I don't even care what they negotiated to supply SNAP benefits until next September, which great, and keep things funded until next September, regardless if benefits, if the budget is done or not. Like, that was a great thing. Is they're like, yeah, we don't care if the budget's passed or not. These things will continue to run no matter what. And then they're like, and at the end of January, we'll talk about the benefits and whatnot. Now, mind you, the prices spiked at the start of the year. So all the ACA things and whatnot, they all go up December 31st. So what does having a conversation maybe at the end of January do for us? What does it do for us? I can't bank my life on a maybe. Now, I might bank my life on a maybe, because I'm old, cranky, and kind of bitter about it. But I'm not going to bank the lives of everybody else on a maybe. Something in my house is. And that's the frustrating bit, is they did not, the Republicans did not offer up anything. What happened is they just stretched a couple of deadlines. Like that's not conceding, that's not bargaining. That's manipulating to make the people who what it is, it's a manipulation, because the people who see this deal for what it is are like, no, this is bad juju, don't do this is a trap. And everybody who doesn't fully understand the depth of that maybe are like, oh, you're bad people, you don't want us to be healthy, blah blah. No, they really, the maybe people really do. Well, how'd you get over here? Like, I have so many questions. it sounds like a phone put on silent kind of thing. And husband creature's at work and he has his phone, and I'm staring at my phone and it's not doing anything. My tablet's not doing anything. I'm not even sure my tablet actually has a vibrate mode. But oh my goodness. So I got the articulation for my next round of dragons, my next round of big dragons, because the big dragons, the meadow dragon, the sea serpent, and the adult dragon, they're heavy, and unless I use like heavy duty wire, which has its own set of blah blah blah, blah involved, they kind of like I don't always like how they appear, and they're kind of hard to stage and hold up and whatnot. So at least starting out, I'm going to be articulating their spines. And to be fair, the price point I ask for them builds in the cost of the spines, because the spines, and I need to find a 3D printer who I can work with to get more of them for hopefully less. But I got a tool to clamp and unclamp the bits and pieces, so like I'm really looking forward to my next meadow dragon, because I did sell, on the first I sold the smallest of the meadow dragons, and I'm going to be making another one. This one's going to be a perfect one for the articulation, because it's going to be standing up on its hind legs begging. So having the S spine be able to move will help that particular pose a lot. You know, that would be horrifying, and I'd have to question my security system. See, the funny thing about my dragons is they generally don't give me their names. The only one who gave me a name was Mel, because Mel looks like a watermelon. The other ones have not given me their names. I'm keeping an eye, like today is a weird day because I'm charging my front camera. So I've been checking the battery supply of my camera, because I have my door cracked open and an extension cord, like I have a 2x4 bracing it shut, but I have it cracked open and an extension cord running across my yard. So I'm definitely having a special kind of day. Okay, it's at 43%. And the frustrating bit is I have a solar panel for this camera, but it has not been sunny at all. And solar panels generally only work when it's sunny. So that is the story of why I have an extension cord running out the front of my house, and my front door is being braced by a 2x4. I also have a glorious piece of fabric to make after stream today. It's currently prepping. I have a large piece of purple haze to send out to Poet in California. Makes me excited. And a pretty keychain, which I have that all behind me. I have everything except the fabric all behind me, so. Less. And that's kind of why, like, I'm limiting my stream to when I get done the 310, I'm done the stream for today. Now that might mean I'm doing most of the stream, but I don't think so. Because it's not after what I'm working on, it's not a whole lot of solid black anymore. It's a lot of bits and pieces. Yes, Poet ordered a piece, a color called Purple Haze. And it is petal pink and royal purple in a faded bullseye pattern. Oops, that is not what I want. Just the mailman. Just the mailman. No, I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm nervous about the work situation because I genuinely want this person to succeed, and that's not on me to decide. It's kind of weird. I'll make sure I'm gonna look to make sure my front door is still shut. It is. Oh, playing with my cameras reminds me of a fun thing that, while I shouldn't be proud of, I am incredibly amused by. So last night there was a strange car parked right near my house. Not in my driveway, not in the neighbor that I actually tolerate's driveway, but in a spot where a lot of dumping has occurred. So my parking lot camera wasn't charged at that point in time, so I couldn't fuck with them there. But my cameras on the top of my house, I just charged because I'm me. I do actually charge the cameras. And so whenever I saw them moving around, I'd turn on the spotlight on the camera, which I generally have them disabled, because I don't really need to have the spotlight at the height that they're at. So I would turn on the spotlight that was aimed at her car, and towards the end of it, she was just staring at like I could see her face in her car staring at the camera, and I would turn it off, pretend I wasn't watching. I still was. And then I'd turn it back on again, and then she kept trying to block her windshield. It was hilarious, because I'm a bad person. I'm gonna preface this with this is not friendly interaction. I want people to know that no, you can't drop your shit here, because right now it's just frustrating. It's like don't drop your shit on other people's property. But I've also learned from a couple of my neighbors, it is very popular to go onto my street and hotbox, as it were, and I'm like, why do you have to hide? Like, it's legal in the state. Yep, 1 and 1. But I've been having psychological warfare with people just parking outside the house at 2 and 3 in the morning. Like, mind you, I don't. If it's during the day or even early evening, I don't really give two flying flips as long as it's not in my driveway. But when you're parking outside a house that is known to not have any sort of visitors, yeah. Did it go out as my announcement today that I use patterns? Like this project is not freestyle. It's a pattern. I mean, I have to take it from the pattern onto the page and stuff like that, but I did not think of this pattern from my brain. You could look if you look in Discord. I think I need to make this a little longer. I keep being like, oh, it's too long. No, I fold it in half and then I have to change it every 5 minutes. Weird. That's fine. I didn't realize I wasn't hardwired in until I'd already hit the start. So I could have foobarred a few things. My computer recognizes I'm hardwired in now, so that's really all that matters. Hmm. There's 1 second. I don't know if UPS is here for my house or my neighbor's house. Looks like for my neighbor. Ugh. There's just been a lot of activity around my house, so that's got me all amped up. There's just been oh. Skip 1 and 2. Skip 1 and 1. Skip 1 and 1. I also have a ton of email to go through. A ton of email. Blah. So I realized one aspect I don't generally like show off and talk about a lot on stream or in general is the one thing I sold the most of this weekend is my hoop art. I don't I mean I'll take pictures and I'll show it off here and there, but I don't. It's my random. It's my random stuff. Like I have fun practicing dye patterns on the fabric that I do it on. And that's a lot of where it spawns from. Is I'll practice dyeing patterns and techniques on scrap fabric, and I'm like, oh hey, I could put a stencil on this or something to that effect, and it's always a lot of fun. Or I will see the canvases, the things you can buy at like Sam's and Walmart for super cheap. I'll see them for like $1 or $2. I'll be like, I can play with this, and I do some art, and then I play with some spray paint, and I have a lot of fun. So, 2 over. So I sold, that's actually most of what I sold. I sold a couple of keychains, but I mean, over the course of this weekend, I sold a good portion of my art, which I was tickled pink about. And I hope to sell a little bit more, because then I can make more. That's the fun bit. And so instead of the signs that I got dog piled for, I made little starburst signs that just were like, we take 40 hours to make, we take 8 hours to make. For the one meadow dragon I have, it's like I took about 35 hours to make. I think I put 30. And honestly, that stopped a lot of the people, because before I was getting frustrated hearing $200. That's ridiculous. And the moment I put those signs up, just kind of like, they were kind of like personalized signs, like the dragons wrote them, like, hey, we took 40 hours to make. All of that stopped, because then you can see those people going, oh, $200, and then doing the math about, okay, so $200, it takes about 40 hours to make this. That's less than minimum wage. So after I put those signs up, I stopped hearing that, which is really all I wanted, because I sell these so I can make more, because I like making them, and I can't have 50 billion in my house as much as I would love to. So I sell them at least bare minimum the cost of materials, and then a little bit for my time and energy. Like, that's really what goes into my pricing mindset is, will it cover the cost of what it cost me to make these? Because unfortunately, as a type 1 in America, I have to have a W-2 full-time employment with benefits. There's no ands, ifs, buts, or maybes about it. I have to have that level of employment. I'm not going to be able to just fuck all the way off. So this will always be a side hustle for me. So I always try to match prices around me, but at the same time, I'm not in it for the full-timeness of it. If you don't want to buy my stuff, I still have a job I'm going to. I'm not going to starve. But yeah, those little signs helped, and that's really all I had wanted in the first place. I had a great conversation with one lady. She's like, oh my God, I could never do this. And I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you what I tell people when they look at my cross stitches. It starts with 1 stitch at a time. If you want to, take your time, 1 stitch at a time. You can do this. And yay! I honestly think you two are the only two present right now, because I have such an odd, and I've come to understand that it's not that people don't want to come hang out with me. It's they're finally getting back to me. Oh, they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave me another message. Ooh, nice. Um, what's going on? Skip one. Oh, oh, oh! All kinds of things are popping up. Oh well, thank you, miss. Oh, okay. So schedule for this week. As always, it's changing. I know. So right now Thursday's looking good, looking good. But Friday I will not be on. Maybe later with Dast, but I have an eye appointment in the morning, so I won't be on. It's eye pokey time. So yeah. Yes, and tomorrow's normal too. But yeah, I I have my way of talking about getting rid of the haters that are like, oh, that's so expensive. It is. I found that those little signs that say, hey, we take 40 hours. I did I did hear one person go, I could make that in faster than 40 hours, and more power to them. More power to them. But I suspect those people have never had to crochet around wire before. That's another good thing about the articulation is I can put it in section by section, and I don't have to. and that's the thing is I'm not like everyone seems to, like all the people that were like, oh, you seem so bitter. So when I say manhandled, let me see if I can find something. Okay, so when no, Nightwing, no. So here's my penguin. He's cute. So I don't mind people coming up and going like, oh, how nice. Like, oh, look, nice penguin. The people I'm talking about are the people who go, oh my god, oh, this is so great. Oh, look at this. And then they go, and put it away and walk off. When I say manhandled, I mean manhandled, not gently touched so you can feel the texture. Not, oh, hey, I want to feel how sturdy this is. The people who come up and literally yoink on it to see if it'll come apart, and at that point in time, I get pissy, because mind you, yes, I can sew things back together. But I shouldn't have to. Yes, I love my penguin. My penguin was an art barter. Oh, yep. They wanted some of my hoop art, and um, and I got penguin. And I knocked my phone over. I gotta clean my craft area. craft fair season is crazy. But that's what I'm talking about. I don't mind people touching my stuff. I don't mind people picking up the tails and because like the sea serpent has a ginormous fin, gorgeous. I don't mind people picking it up and putting it down. It's when they pick the entire thing up, all 5 pounds of it, and shake it and bend it and then put it back. And then when it doesn't go back the way that they found it, they continue to try to put it back the way that they found it, all while acting innocent like they didn't pick up something that they shouldn't have. That's what upsets me. Okay, I talked with my boss. That anxiety is gone. I love that. I love that they have their stacks of books. I had one parent, little girl comes up and she wants one of the baby dragons. I have the baby dragons, which are $25, and then I have the baby fae dragons, which are $30, because the wings take just a smidge longer. The wings are a little bit more work intense, so I don't think $5 is too much of a big ask. And the dad goes, well, didn't you want that axolotl all the way across? Didn't you want it? And, well, do you really want to spend all your money on this one thing? And they go back to the other artist. No hate there. I was like, why are you gaslighting your kid? They're making a choice, and you're trying to talk them out of their choice. And this is how children don't know how to make decisions, because they get questioned on every decision that they make by their parents. Don't gaslight your kids. If they make a choice, let them have that choice, and then let them have the consequences of that choice. As long as they're not bleeding or on fire, or poisoned, I think I should add poisoned in there. As long as they're not poisoned, bleeding, or on fire, they made that choice. You can support that choice, but you also have to encourage them to acknowledge the consequences. I have to do it as an adult. I wish I had learned it as a kid. Probably would have helped my emotional stability a little bit. But then, not 5 minutes later, this lovely little boy with one of the axolotls in question came over, and their parents are like, can you tell us about the eyes? Like the big safety eyes. And I'm like, okay, so the eyes, they're clipped on, like they're plastic, and they have a stem, and they're pushed real hard, and they click in. They're very hard to remove, but that's the story behind the eyes. And they're like, oh, well, thank you, because we couldn't get any information from the vendor about the eyes. I'm like, okay. It's like I sometimes feel like I'm just so, when I write stuff down, it seems like I'm so polarized when I'm really not. Like I live in a giant swath of gray. Two and one, so 1, 2. and this little girl, she wasn't very loud. She's like, Daddy, I want this dragon. And the dad's like, honey, do you really want to spend all your money on this one thing? This will be all that you're getting. And she goes, uh-huh. And then he goes, well, what about that axolotl that you saw on in the other booth? And she thinks about it. She's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, I'll just go get it for you. It's like, dude. But these are the kinds of things that I run into all the time at craft fairs. Like, I at the craft fair that I'm at, I really like the setup, and I'm getting better at my setup. This time I had enough space to like do my dream setup, so I was pleased with that. But and my next one in Augusta, we have a 16-foot space, and it's in a corner, and that's all the information that we have. And my mother-in-law and I are like, 16 what? 16 feet across? What's going on? So we're just, I was like, it's like, Pam, we're gonna do what we did here. We're gonna eyeball it. We'll get in there. We'll get all the tables there. We'll set up the tables how we like it, and then we'll go from there. Because, I mean, we're doing what we're gonna try to be in the same spot with the same size table next year. And because, I mean, both of us on the first weekend have done better than we have in the 3 years that we've been going. And it was great, honestly. And I'm getting better at my display. I need to get the collapsible crates that I can stack for the bigger dragons, because I need height for them. Because I'm tired of people grabbing them, and I can get them at the back of the table, which I try really hard. I try to put them in the back so people can't touch them. At this particular, they're high up, where like adults can, unfortunately adults can get them. But kids can't. Sometimes the adults are worse. The vicious lake horse. Actually, I do. I need to break down, and after stream, I'm going to buy the Megan Lap. It's the 4 horses. Mind you, I have 2 of the 4 horses already because I bought her critter book. But it has the Nightmare and the Kelpie, so I'm going to be buying that, and I'm going to save up some Do-Re-Mi, and Kelpie's going to get a Kelpie. I managed to get stuff to Australia. I think I can get stuff to Scotland. Ah. And as long as oh, I think that got turned on with an update. Sorry, Kelpie, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I have no idea. I'm I am not sure what we're doing. It's Monday. what what happened? And can if you can fix it, feel free to fix it. If I have to fix it, I absolutely will. Just DM me what I need to do. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it after stream today. Because what I have to do is not awful. I'm closing in on a column finish. Okay, one left, and then skip one. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm gonna get done. Gonna get done with the 310 on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one left. Well, back in back in the day when I used to mod a couple of streams, I always was on PC. Like I didn't say I would mod people's streams unless I could be on my PC. Actually, one of the things I'm going to be researching today is I found my camera. My cameras have the option for a 2K live stream. Now, I hold a domain name, and I can easily set up. Like a unlisted page, as it were, just streaming my parking lot camera. Funny, I could probably stream all of them, but the parking lot camera would probably be the most fun. No, I didn't say that. I just personally, and seriously, with this stream, like, seriously. Oh no, not the thongs! You know, I've had a Twitch account. I think this Twitch account is I don't know. No, I've had a Twitch account a very long time. It's right up there with the age of my Discord account. And my Reddit account. My Reddit account is actually pretty old too. 1, 2, 3. I woke up this morning and I saw that stitch marker conversation. I just about died. That is fantastic. That is like oh. that is my favorite. Is it's like, because I remember the day that I sent those stitch markers and the messages I got after those stitch markers arrived, and I have no regrets. None. Here are all my stitch markers. Well, here's the upstairs stash of stitch markers. I love these Talenti containers because they have the screw on top. Like, I love them so much. Oh, I should say, and I know it sounds weird, but I'm even willing to ship them. If anybody needs any containers, because I save them, and I try to give them away because they're screw caps, so they have a pretty decent seal. But I have so many of them, and as much as everybody likes the fish that I make for the containers, nobody wants to pay for the fish. I have the fish at $25. They're little beta fish in gravel tanks. They have the base is gravel, and they have a little plant, and they look like they're actual fishies in a tank. I have them for sale for $25. Not one person. I think just to get them out of my existence, I'm going to mark them down to 10 next weekend, just because I just won't make any more. Yes, 103. That feels right. Oh, that was so great. The entire conversation. Okay. Gotta figure out where I am in the world. Yeah, today's another leftovers day. I have leftovers that will be going to work with me. And husband creature can figure out his own food. Because I love him, but I am truth. All the truth. So, a friend, actually a coworker, inspired me last night. Um, I was showing him because he likes looking at my crafty stuff. He's one of the few guys that, other than husband creature, that like is legit interested in the mechanics of what goes into my crafting. Um, Kelpie as a creature as an let's see, what is it, a creature of entropy. um you fall into the category of the girls. I'm sorry, that's where you fall into the category. Hate me if you want, you're one of the girls. Yeah. But I was sending him pictures of the butterfly dragons. Oh, that sucks. Um, but he said he loves the butterflies, but also he really likes moths. And I was like, you know what? I have some drab colors, but that the confetti, which are kind of like the confetti colors that I used, but they're drab. They're the greens, the dark blue, the dark greens, reds. They're autumn colors, as it were. And I think I'm going to make a fairy butterfly dragon in those colors with the big wings. God, when I was done making that celebration winged baby dragon, the wings actually have to bend to sit on the display table because that's how big they are. Um, but oh no. Well, that's why I said a creature of entropy, um, because you're a creature of the void, where oh no. So if you it will fall off if you let it get warm. You'll have to pry it off, but oh no. I did not account for that. Yes. Dragon and I talk about other things to flirt. We talk about yarn types. And no, two. And so okay, so taffy from Maine, saltwater taffy from Maine, is actually made with. It used to be made with sea salt water. I'm pretty sure that's not how it is these days. But if it will dissolve, um, because it is what it is. I don't know. Like I other than Laffy Taffy, which is a not, it's good and everything, but it's way too soft. It's not taffy to me. It is. It's not tough enough to be taffy. Um. uh. I am bound and determined to get the black done on this on this page today. Oh my goodness. Too bad Dragon's a mod there too. That's just hilarious. No, when I was growing up, and I think I'm gonna have to drag Husband Creature and the dogs down at some point this summer or whatever. On Long Sands Beach in York, Maine, they had, and I don't even know if it's still there or not. I really hope it is because that would make my heart happy. They had an old-fashioned candy shop, and they specialized in saltwater taffy, and they had a taffy puller in the window, an old-fashioned taffy puller. Some people, sometimes they still, and they also had people pulling the taffy by hand as well, and it's really, really a neat process to watch saltwater taffy be made and pulled. And there's something about it being pulled by hand that makes it tougher than when the machines pull it. Yes, exactly. I work with someone who's 103, and she likes to play dumb. Um, but she still has, she has most of her faculties still, and she knows who I am, so she doesn't like everybody else. When they go into her room, it takes them 15-20 minutes to get everything done. I go into her room, I'm like, look, lady, look, I gotta do this, and I gotta boot, scoot, and boogie. And I always answer her questions. I try to listen to whatever story she has on her mind, but I can get in and out of her room in about 10 minutes, which is like a land speed record with this woman. You could always use a toothpick. I somehow managed to knot this, and I'm not sure how. That is exactly why when I asked you and you gave me that information, I was like, "Oh, guess who's getting some saltwater taffy?" Okay, and this is the last 3 stitches of this column. So then we're going up to the final column. Columns. I know it starts out where I get into both columns, but then it doesn't. Oh, hey, that's a great angle. I didn't realize my angle was so good. Nice. Because I've been totally paying attention today. Like, all the attention has been being paid today. I get so, I don't know why I'm so anxious. Like, I just am. Okay. There, look, we got a column finished. Now I gotta go up. Gotta snip it, and then I gotta go up. Okay. Ugh. Gonna fix this knot here. I gotta say, you guys make my I love doing this on Mondays because the shenanigans you guys are just fantastic. Like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but I enjoy your company on my manic Mondays. Push comes to shove, because I am looking at the time. Push comes to shove. I finish up the 310 tomorrow, and we start another color tomorrow, and I'll make sure I have that color picked out. Oh my goodness, I hate working at the top of the page. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, mind you, where I'm going. Sorry, I don't like having the front of my home be prone like it is right now. Okay, 64%. Let's see. Nothing's charging today, so that's a pain in the butt. Okay. There's a car that loves its base somewhere in my neighborhood. So up here, we're going to do 13. And 11, 12, 13. Okay. Skip one and one. So I think, yep, this top line here is as far out as it goes. It only tapers down as we go. So, well, most of this first column is solid black. It tapers down real fast. And most of what you're looking at that's not black is 939. So we have two colors, two fabulous colors that I am thoroughly tired of. And I have officially decided, starting in the new year, it will be a week swap out, so that every week I will have one project or the other on the frames. Because I feel that I've neglected Captain Penis. Just because the tail end of my weeks are generally when I am busy, and I want to give him a little bit more love. So, starting in the new year, starting in 2026, it'll be 1 week, it'll be Divine Instinct. The next week, it will be Call Dance Dionysus. And next year, I want to have some fun events next year. I want to be able to maybe do an all-day weekend stream or something weird like that. Or I'd love to say an all-nighter, but at the same time, I generally don't have the spoons for that. So like so pleased we got the column done. And mind you, like this only goes down to here. Like this is that stitch right there is the last stitch of black on this set. So and that's where I'm at with like an all nighter. It's like probably not gonna happen. Oh, this one is one less. And then one right here. But I want to have like special events. Like I want to hold like once a month have a special thing where I have some prizes because I love to give stuff away. I'm not made of money, and I've really kind of presents has really kind of unfortunately fallen off the shelf because of how much the tangerine sucks. I loved and I still love sending people stuff. But I mean, it is not cheap. And then to have you guys have to pay in order to get the thing that I wanted to send to you for free just irks me. And the reason I'm starting like planning these in November um, is because time works funny for all of us, and before we know it, it will be 2026 already. So I just am trying to get everything in order, and because every other weekend, husband creature goes off and does Magic the Gathering with his friends. So I have a whole day where I could hold special events. I could. I'm not cool enough to like have a rave or anything like that, but I could have just a sit and crochet time. Like I'm still working on getting my TikTok. Like I have my TikTok layout set up. It's actually kind of a nice setup, to be completely honest. But I'm still fighting with TikTok because on my phone I can go live, but I can't go live on OBS. I don't think I'd ever do a 24-hour stream. Um, I think I'd max out at 12 at most, unless it was for like a cause or something like that. Uh, unfortunately, unfortunately, as awesome as the community is, I have never had any luck um, with fundraising streams. I mean, I I remember, or fundraising in general, I should say. I remember I did. Bangor has a fundraising walk for their Humane Society, and I did this walk, and I only had a goal of $100. I only had a goal of $100, and one of my friends ended up fulfilling the $100 goal because absolutely no one donated to me. I posted on my Facebook with my friend, and this was a time when Facebook was relevant. Posted on my Facebook where my friends and family could see it. I got a ton of likes. I got a lot of comments going, yeah, and only one person donated to me. And rest assured, I remember who that person is, and that person is sealed, and they're absolutely one of the most reliable, awesome people that I can ever think of, because they they asked not to be recognized publicly. They just said, hey, I saw you had a goal, and I saw it, the deadline was closing, and no one had donated, so here you go. And I mean, all the money went to the Humane Society anyway, but at the same time, it was just that I see who's there, and that's why when I can, I put my money where my mouth is. I can't always, but when I can, I do. Or I put food where someone else's mouth is, or I yeah. And I mean, it's not always a lot. Sometimes I can only do like $5 or $10. Sometimes I can do more. To be honest, I am mad at a certain streamer who I said, "Give me your information, and I will get you what you need," because I had some spare money, and they were in need, and I wanted to help them for all the support that they've given me. And they're like, "Nope, not gonna tell you, la 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 la." And so the streamer knows who they are. I don't think he's watching right now, but you guys know who he is too. And I've been like local businesses who interact with me. I do a lot of trading with them. Like this is Hearthstone witch. Hearthstone Stitches. She's a hearth witch, and she really is. Like she's truly amazing. The penguin is so cute. What she does is she takes remnants, much like I do with my art, and she makes stuffies out of them. She has dragons, she has penguins. She had a manatee named Hugh. But I fell in love with the penguin. I totally fell in love with the penguin. But I barter. I do a lot of bartering because, again, I love to do this. I love it. Like, I love it. I'm gonna have a moth. I'm gonna have a moth baby fairy dragon. Oh, gosh darn it. Lean towards the squirrel, Kelpie. Lean towards the squirrel. Okay, so I'm gonna get the row that I'm working on. I'm gonna get that one done, and then I'm gonna call it a day because as much as a lot of things have been resolved, my anxiety is just eating at my brain. And I don't want to tear through all my meds trying to wrangle my anxiety. I'm just gonna go answer what it's eating at me about. So I'm gonna finish up this row and then call it a stream. Once upon a time, there was a squirrel who had a catastrophic technical incursion, and I have much love for said squirrel and offered to purchase whatever they needed for a hard drive, and They were jerk faces. And did it, and they got it themselves, which I totally understand. There's no hate. I'm being a brat. Okie doke. Today, we got 205 stitches done. We went from 9.33% to 9.4%. So I legitimately think we're going to hit 9.5 easily by the end of the month, and 10% by the end of the year. I feel that we will reach that goal. So that's fantastic. I've done that before too. With that squirrel. Oh. I want everybody to have a fantastic day. Drink your water. Take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. I'm gonna be off getting orders shipped out, getting creations made, and organizing trying to organize the things I can control, and trying to calm down about the things I can't control. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I will be back on at 10 tomorrow morning